Today we're going to talk about different configurations for the Helix Pond Skimmer. I frequently get asked about the debris basket size of the Helix Pond Skimmer, and oftentimes I have some people speculating that the debris basket is not big enough for their particular pond and their leaf debris load. What I want to talk to you about is, first of all, here's the debris basket. It's 8 inches round, and we have the floating weir, for those of you who don't know. And as the helical pattern comes through here and the leaf debris gets pulled in, it gets stuck down to the bottom because there's a vacuum that happens beneath here. So it kind of compresses everything down very well. So I get quite a bit of debris stuck in here. And this particular pad is typically right below here, and then below that is the suction port for the skimmer or the submersible pump. So the people that don't believe that this basket's big enough, I have a surprise for you that you might not know. So we can do twice the basket. The interesting thing is the floating weir is the same size, so it can handle twice the debris that this particular basket can handle. And if you don't think that one's enough, I have one that's 3 times the size. And once again, the floating weir comes all the way across and can handle all the particular sizes. So let me kind of get to the basics of this. Not everybody knows about this stuff. This is stuff that usually only our authorized Helix contractor network and our authorized Helix retailer network kind of have the inside scoop on this stuff. What we do is we build ponds on efficiency. We want the most efficient pond as possible. So most of the time we're offering external pond pumps. And that would be the case where you could use these bigger baskets. There's a lot of upgrades going on with ponds. We're pulling out old skimmers and putting the Helix Pond Skimmer in its place, and that was kind of one of the marketing approaches for the particular skimmer. Now, if it already has a submersible pump, we want to use the submersible pump if we can to save the cost for the client. So that's when this particular case comes into play. Or if we're doing a new pond installation and we're on a budget, or if we're in a tight courtyard, a lot of times we're going to be installing that submersible pump. But when we move to the external pump, it leaves us more room inside the body of the Helix to go with a deeper basket. So if you have, even if you have a pond and you have an external pump, you might be using this small basket because maybe you don't have a lot of leaf debris. Maybe you have a very tropical landscape around the pond with big leaves, palm trees that don't drop a whole lot of stuff, maybe a lot of cannas and those big broad leaves so you don't get much falling into the pond. If you have a pond that has a lot of leaf debris, maybe you have a bougainvillea and it's dropping a lot of debris into the pond, you're going to maybe want to think about using a larger basket. So if you have the external pump, then this can drop down into the body farther where normally the submersible pump would be. Now, if you want to, you can do a little modification like this, and this is about where that blue pad would sit. Now, the cool thing about this is if you do go with this, it does help to keep the basket stabilized inside the body, but the weight of everything just holds it down fine as it is. But this gives it a little extra strength. And then if you have a little bit of debris coming through the side, particulate I should say, this will help to capture some of that particulate. So this can work with these different sizes. You know, this would be sitting somewhere in this range in there. So it's a cool configuration that we have modified for the Helix Pond Skimmer, and so a lot of people don't know about that yet, but I just wanted to make sure if you do have a large leaf debris load on a pond and you're considering the Helix Pond Skimmer and you have an external pump, or you just want to be that much more efficient in your pond, then you can move to an external pond pump. And as I said, one of the reasons why I like external pond pumps so much is I have some in my landscape that are 15 years old, and it's the same pump. I've never had to replace it. When we're looking at replacing a submersible pump sometimes every 3 to 5 years. So I hope that answers the question for the people out there that are wondering if the Helix Pond Skimmer can handle the leaf debris load in your particular yard. So there you have it. So here's the question I want to know for you. Now, the question of the day is, do you think that these skimmers, these different configurations, can handle the leaf debris load in your particular yard? Please give me your feedback. If you want me to answer your question on the show, you know how to do it. Hashtag Ask the Pond Digger. Put your question in all the social media platforms. I'll do my very best to find them and get them answered right here on the show. Thanks for watching.